Well, then, our little live stream going on thing, I guess. So, hi guys, I'm Comac, if you guys don't know, and this is Unikitty, aka
Hello,
Kiara,
everyone. Or Kitty.
whatever.
Doesn't matter.
Hmm.
But we're gonna be talking about basically about ourselves, about our sexualities, and how we struggled, but how we got through it, as well as advice speaking on it.
Mm-hmm. So, this
So
was
tell them
for...
what you identify as.
Hmm?
Tell them about yourself, like what you identify as.
I'm letting you go first here.
Oh, me?
Yep.
Okay. So, so I recently, well, I obviously had these feelings about myself before. A couple months back, we had a conversation about it, but recently I realized, after studying sexualities and stuff, that the reason why I feel like is because my sexuality is demisexual. And if you don't know what that is, it's you can't see yourself being with someone or having an attraction to someone without having an emotional bonding and connection. So I could literally be friends with someone, right? But even for years or then, if I don't feel the emotional connection, I don't
There's
really
nothing.
feel that. Yeah, I don't really feel any. It's not that you don't feel emotion, but it's like it's just not there for you, and you have to be able to build that with somebody. And it's hard for people to be with people like that because in relationships usually like being affectionate, and being intimate is like a big thing. But if you're with someone like that, you just have to like really learn their sexuality and understand where they're coming from and who they are, just like any other sexuality. So yeah.
So that's the end of conversation?
Always at the end of the conversation, we can just go back and forth.
Oh. So,
Yeah.
I'm actually, guys, the actual polar opposite. Really, I am. I struggle with hypersexuality. I think constantly about um, sex. And the struggles with that is I constantly had to hide how much I wanted to do things. And the thing was, I had an obsession over driving over personal pleasure and anything. And that was really getting me into trouble because I didn't know how to interact with females, so I didn't know how to specifically go about, I don't know how to say this, but talking or any type of interaction until I met my lovely, beautiful, amazing, there's a lot of things I want to say here. Let's just wrap that up. Your girlfriend, Kiara, my baby, my avatar. So, it wasn't until I met her that I really understood what it was to be hypersexual. And I just considered myself as straight with a lot of tendencies, which it was a lot. I'm running from it my whole life, not knowing what the heck it was. Spending many private hours in the late of night, just waking up and I'm like, why am I feeling this? Just asking myself, am I a freak? Am I a freak of nature? No guy talks about it, and there's no really big videos covering it. But as you can see, this didn't affect me my entire life to make me regress, as I probably say. This wouldn't make me regress at all. Obviously, because I'm in the relationship with my baby. and I love her very dearly. I didn't let this hinder me, and most hypersexual people, if you guys don't know, go off and cheat. It's a very, very huge thing. It's personal addiction, and we crave more and more and more and more. I never really had that problem with it because I never really wanted to go off and do all that other stuff because I never saw the sense in it. Because I never had any personal growth when it comes to that. But the personal growth that I did, um, the struggle that I shared was keeping a long-term relationship, which I never really wanted to do. I just wanted to get a piece of action and move. Never got that piece of action, sadly. Um, just kidding. Um, I can be honest here. I can be honest. Kiara knows very well.
Real life things that we struggle with.
Yeah,
And it's
yeah.
okay to have those feelings, so you can say that. It's
Yeah,
okay.
you already know everything, baby. So,
Yeah. So you don't have to say it.
I don't have to hold back here.
Yeah.
And she knows very well aware that I wanted to be a hit it and quit it type of person because I wasn't really interested in the long term relationship because I didn't think I could keep it up. Until I met her. But, you know, I had these little flings back and forth and trying to do that, but I never really felt anything. I tried to get it to work, but in the process of that, I was still learning how to be a good person, and I got emotionally manipulated during those times and mentally manipulated because the person that I wanted so desperately to long to be with without cheating and lying to me on my like, I finally said I was going to settle down, and it wasn't. And me and Kiara were friends back then, so in reality, I secretly wanted her. I wanted my future to be, you know, my lovely, beautiful wifey. But instead, I settled for the second best and the second fiddle because I really didn't have the self confidence thinking I couldn't get with her, and I was, you know, unorthodox, and I was not self-confident enough to be with her. It's amazing how much we had in common, but we had so polar opposite sexualities, and hypersexuality comes in a wave. As soon as it hits, it's not like nymphomania. It's a very, like, I don't want to say similar, but nymphomania and hypersexuality are two entirely different things. Hypersexuality, for me, it comes in waves. And when that wave hits, on top of my autisticness and all that other stuff, already I had no control over what I do. I try to have control over what I do. It's like a co-consciousness of me trying to be doing the right thing, the half of me that's trying to do the right thing and knowing the social boundaries and say, no, you shouldn't do this, and the other part of me that is saying, just do what I do. Just give in to your private urges and just not care what the hell comes after. And that just left me more frustrated. And it left Kiara more, like, confused. Why am I dealing with this? And, like, oh my god, just, wow. She's literally seen me break down and go into fits of rage and not have any control over my right arm because I freaking tortured it half the time, trying to get the pain to get my primal self out of my head.
Yeah. So a little bit for that piece, a little bit of the advice piece on that side is like if you're going into a relationship and you guys know that you're opposites in that way, be open-minded, which is a process because it's a learning process. So you're not gonna immediately think after watching this video, oh, let me just act this way and things will be better. It's still gonna be hard. You have to learn it. You know what I'm saying? It's a process and it's a long process. It's gonna feel like it's overdue a lot of the times, but you have to be there for each other and basically comfort each other when you're struggling with your sexuality. Really get to understand your partner's side and how they feel. It doesn't make things better, but or easier, but it makes
It's
things
not just you.
yeah, it's not just you. You know you're not alone, and it just makes things more efficient and more manageable.
It's way more manageable because you don't have to take the responsibility of, if you do not know yourself, which we should have been more understanding of. We never knew ourselves before we knew
Yeah,
this
that was
relationship, and this
that
is, and we just grew alongside each other. We had no clue about this until, we actually started questioning.
yeah. So also make sure you or have a good 5% chance of knowing yourself before you get into a relationship with somebody. Because while we started being together, it was like we were still trying to figure out all of these things about ourselves. And then there were points where it got really frustrating and very confusing. So if you want to prevent that,
And kind of toxic in a way.
yeah, exactly.
And I don't regret it, but I wish I knew more. And
Yeah.
there's hardly anything. There's more about demisexuality than there are on hypersexuality. And the only fix they say is medication, which I do not take.
Yeah.
It's a mix of therapy and meds, but one of those I
Yeah, but
take. And
we're in the type of relationship that like it's not that we're against medication. It's just we really aren't for medication because we both know what it's like to take a lot of medication and feel like you're not human because you have to deal with your problems with medication. But
I don't.
for real, we don't really like that idea, and we don't think that medication should be
It
cared for every
saves
day.
lives, though. It really
Yeah,
does save lives, but
it
I'm
does.
just not in
But
those people who want to take those antidepressants or any type
yeah,
of medication unless I absolutely need it. Because I have an attention span of a snap of my finger, and she's seen it. I could go off on one topic and go off on a totally another, thinking it's completely normal in my own brain, but it's not normal in hers. And she has to constantly keep up with that.
uh-huh.
And it's frustrating, and I realize that.
Yeah,
I don't realize it at the time because it's really, really, I try so hard to stay on one topic, but in reality, I'm going from Pokemon to, wait, where's the heck is the TV? What's the
yeah,
channels playing? Where's my two broke girls? Oh my god!
yeah.
So,
Yeah, that's true. Because, but also, it's not just on his side that's frustrating. Like, for me, like, from his perspective, it's also frustrating dealing with me because when you're with someone like being a demisexual, or because demisexuals are on the spectrum of asexual, which is people that experience no
no.
type of sexual feelings. It's not that they don't experience attraction, but this particular attraction doesn't need to be realized in any sexual manner. So my way of showing my emotions, like, we don't have to do anything major at all. I really enjoy cuddling or spending quality time together, walking, or having deep conversations, and that's just my way of showing that I care and I love.
And my thing is showing it through personal physical acts, and that's the way of my showing emotion. And it's clashed heads so many times, guys, that
Yeah.
it's really hard, and we both have to understand. I understand that, she likes cuddling. She likes cuddling, she likes kissing, she likes watching our TV shows, and I moderned that into my everyday life, and I'm thankful because that stops my primal urge. And whenever I do get a primal urge, I let her know.
Mhm.
And I can hold it back sometimes, but other times I'm just like, I don't want to jump and scare her. And that's my number one fear, of scaring her and not making her feel comfortable or safe or anything like that, because my thing is half my mind is gone. And having half and half consciousness trying to fight battle within it, I'm consciously half aware of my expectation, but I'm not thinking it all the way out. And that is, like, a lot of people can relate to that type of topic, but it's scary. It's honestly scary when I get back to full, like, conscious thinking.
Mhm.
Because I could have made a mistake, and she's known it, I know it, but I'm not thinking it at that time. I'm only thinking about one thing only.
Yeah.
And it's a good thing that I interpret, like, I love spending emotional time with my bebe. I love cuddling, watching Big Bang series, and stuff like that, because it really
But
does,
sometimes you want to do more, and that's understanding.
yeah. And I tell her that, I just poke her, and sometimes I can't use my words like that. I
Yeah.
have to use my actions because my body tells me, like, hey, time to wake up. Come on, come on, come on. It's a steaming factor here. We got more work. Come on, keep going. And then my body actually decides to wake up. It's like a coal mine shoveling. And it's about to get back to work. And that's when it sends a trigger to my brain saying half consciousness time. So I nudge her and, like, hug her, and she knows what's going on.
Mhm.
And she just sits there and hugs me back. And then I tried every part of myself to not do anything really to scare her, to hurt her. And I'm getting really a lot better with my conscious thinking within the last couple months.
Yeah, because from my side, being more for him to me, for him towards me, the frustration can be high too, not just for his sexuality, for mine too, because we can get misinterpreted and misunderstood that like we're the type of people that like lead people on or just not being realistic with their feelings or sometimes I feel bad, but I realize that I know who I am. I don't have to feel bad for who I am because even though he gets frustrated with things like feeling like he has to complete me, that's something that I know he struggles with. He doesn't really tell me that much. So I don't think he wants me to feel bad, but I know that's how he feels a lot of the time. Like he feels frustrated that I'm always pushing it to the side. He thinks that sometimes I'm not making progress, but that's really not the truth. It's just
And I
now
know it.
realizing that it's just my sexuality is genuinely how I am. He has more of an understanding that like I am progressing, but just in my own way.
We're gonna be making, like, vlogs and stuff, though, about, like, our daily lives and stuff. So you guys will see, you guys, yo guys, yo. That's a great word. That's a new word, ladies and gentlemen. Yo. Um, where was I?
Yeah, I was thinking the word.
See, it just happened. Where was I? Babe, where was I? What was I talking about?
You were saying how this is like real life and it's okay to go through these things.
Okay, yeah. So it's
Yeah.
okay to go through the things that we go through, and you guys will all have your own personal struggles and all that other stuff. But you guys will get through it. If you guys have a deep enough bond, you guys will do it. And unfortunately, some things may happen, but, like, doesn't mean that's not going to stop you from being friends or even partners in that little general sense, if you want to put it in that little type
Yeah,
of
because I
way.
do feel like the reason why we are working out so well is because we had a friendship, and it really connects both us sexuality because we do show our affection towards each other, but it's very mixed. So he shows his nature and I show mine. And that's how we really get through the affection part, even though it's still hard. But I feel like because we had kind of like a long friendship, that it really helps me be with being in a relationship because I feel comfortable and see, I've been friends with this guy for a couple years, so it's like it's not that he's a brand new person. So that allows me to kind of like if we ever did want to take steps further, I just remember that like we didn't just meet and we've been friends for a while before we even got together, you know. And if you're a demisexual, you know that sometimes you can know someone for years, right? And and it's not until you know that person for years that you finally feel comfortable doing things with that person or sharing that affection in a different way. And that's how I am. And growing up, it was hard because even with my sister and people telling me, like, you never had a crush before, you don't think this guy's cute, you don't think he's cute. And I'm like, I genuinely just don't feel that way. And I never knew, I thought I was like a robot or something. Obviously not physically a robot, guys. I know I'm a human. So I'm just saying sometimes mentally I feel like I had this issue where I just couldn't attract people. Like, even if you could be like the cutest person, right, in the world, but I still, if I don't know you really, really well, and I haven't known you for at least like 2 years or something, and I haven't built that connection with you, and I'm not like really, really close to you, I can't really see myself doing anything of that nature or even have a crush. Like, I never had a crush before, and that's the honest truth. I'm not being dramatic. It's just I'm realizing that's just a part of my sexuality and how I've been.
I was her first crush, actually, guys. But not in physical, like,
Not
nature.
crush, but it's his first person that I started to like have an emotional connection to that I had feelings for.
Yeah, so, crush.
Yeah.
But once you got to actually know me, you actually developed feelings for me, so that's a crush. But once we got to that stage. So I am your first. But me, on my hand, I had many, 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 many crushes. Half of which I just never said anything. I was just like, well, all of which except for, like, only a couple people that I really wanted to, like,
Get
get
to
to
know
know.
in that way.
Yeah. Try to get, I only had like 4 I wanted to get to know in that type of way. But it's really surprising. I've had probably like over 20 crushes, but none I really ever took seriously. I just saw them as a pretty face, and you know, I felt really shallow for thinking that they were just a pretty face that I want to just get in the bed. But yeah, nothing really too serious. I never really acted on it. She's the first one I really wanted to act towards anything and actually have the confidence to build it up and be myself for once. I just said, it's time to grow some big hairy balls and ask her out. And she said yes. And look at where we are now.
I mean, there's like a whole storyline with our relationship though because we couldn't be together for a while. Just for the fact that we were really young too, guys. You have to take into consideration like
I was
I understand, but
15, guys.
there is a lot of relationships and all these young relationships, but I want to be that person. Like he had told me, like even in like late middle school, that he liked me and stuff. But sometimes it also comes with age. Like, is it really appropriate to be with someone
She
at
was
such a
only
young age?
13 when I liked her.
Yeah, 13 turning 14, and it was just I didn't want to get into that because I was just so young and I was so focused on school. So that's another aspect beyond my sexuality. Like you have to be realistic, and you're still going through puberty or you're like ending off puberty. You want to make sure you know yourself before you get with someone in that nature. And I still was figuring myself out, and I'm still figuring myself out today. I just have a better understanding now than in the past, and he does as well.
Hmm. We all have our demons to fight.
Exactly. So just when being in a relationship like this, you have to kind of learn how to have a lot of patience. And that's really rare for a lot of people. Like if you look up the percentages, it's really low, and usually relationships don't work out because of the frustration and the lack of understanding of one another. But to be at our age and to really have like this long-term relationship that we do, we're really happy and we figured it out. It wasn't easy at all. It was really hard, frustrated a lot of the times, but we realized that for each other it was worth it, and we just had to learn to have the patience.
We were
And
on and off for. Sorry to
yeah,
interrupt you. We were on and off for like really digging for each other, like for 2.5 years actually, until we actually got serious. And she didn't know she liked me, but then she liked me, and then that feelings went away, and then she kind of liked me again.
yeah,
And we were on
because
and off for digging each other, really on and
yeah,
off. And it was
I
enough
wanted,
playing games. I didn't want to play the hide and go seek game anymore. So
because I felt bad because he asked me help. I, I don't want to say I don't want to say three, but I think it was two. Yeah, because I think the end of sophomore year you did, and then I said I wasn't ready yet, and then finally the second time, correct me if I'm wrong, but either the third or the second time, asked me again summer, which was
second, honey.
the second, okay. And then
It
that's
was
when I
on
finally
July 4th that I asked you.
that, that I finally said yes. And I wasn't trying to be a douche or anything already, because
Did
I
you
feel
just say
like,
a douche?
yeah,
Oh, that's nice. Never
yeah,
heard you say that one before, but okay.
yeah, I
I'm
wasn't
so
trying
proud of you.
I wasn't trying to be, but that's just, I realized that it's okay to be that way because that's how I genuinely was. I genuinely felt like I wasn't there yet and that I needed to build a little bit more with you. And now that we're here, I know it's working.
Yeah. It was so hard because we were on and off digging each other. Just like, oh yeah, we're kind of into each other now, we're kind of not. Because it was really on and off for me. Like, I
Okay,
always
no, no,
did
no, no,
like
no.
her.
To be truthful, it was on and off for me because, to be honest, I didn't start having feelings until late sophomore year because we started talking
Like, we were
late
talking
sophomore year.
on and off, though.
Yeah, yeah. Late sophomore year, we were
Like,
talking.
that's what I mean by digging each other.
Yeah,
I really
but
liked her, but she
you
was
were a
like
little on
kind
and off.
of really, really, really hesitant. She was kind of digging me, kind of. She liked me, but she was just
I was just interested in
like the
because no
friendship.
guy has
She was
ever.
interested in the friendship, but she was kind of interested in the relationship, but she never really said much about it.
Yeah, because like I wanted to. You were just fascinating to me because I was a guy took the years and literally the time to just and like I knew you like other girls, right? But no other guy has really took the time to invest in one girl for a certain amount of years. And I'm like, that's crazy. Like he really and it's not that it's not
Most guys
always
would have given up after a couple months, but
exactly
I just felt like a real connection between me and her
Yeah.
that I wanted to like continue a friendship, and we spent like countless nights talking on the phone until we had to like hang up and I had to go to sleep, and I spent all that time missing her, and as soon as I got up the next morning I would call her.
Yeah.
It was that hard. So
Yeah. But I took a chance with you because you kept trying, and usually guys wouldn't have kept trying after like a couple of months. You stuck on to because we were really close friends, and then we became best friends. So we was like already really, really good friends. So it's like you're really one of the few people that stayed committed, even when we weren't in a relationship. It's like we were because he was committed to me regardless. Like if we were friends, it's like okay, I'm gonna wait, but I'm gonna ask you again. And not a lot of guys do that. Like you kept was like I'm not gonna stop it, and then keep fighting. And that's what I liked because you, although you wasn't like saying things like directly, oh, I'm gonna keep trying. Eventually, you did get to that point where you was talking and be like, I'm gonna keep trying and I'm gonna keep fighting because I know that you're gonna be worth it. And I remember you kept saying that, and I'm like, not gonna lie, I thought it was annoying because I'm like, this dude needs to just leave me alone. Like we should just stay friends. But you kept trying, and then I realized like that was really sweet. No guy would do that. Like literally, that's one in a million that someone would keep trying like that. And it was like,
hmm
she said no this time, well, I'm going to ask her again in a couple months. And then you kept doing that. And I'm like, you know what?
I wore her down, guys.
Yeah.
I made her
Not like
so
in an
annoyed that
evil
she said
way.
yes. Oh my god. I feel so terrible. Look how terrible I feel. Mm, mm.
But it wasn't even in an evil way. It was like in a sweet way. You know? Like, you kept trying. But I don't know
You
why.
honestly did get so mad at me
I
sometimes.
did because
You're just like, leave me alone. No, I'm never gonna leave you alone because I love you. Because I love you so much, baby.
I know. And that's like,
And
I
she
don't
knew
even
it
think I could.
too. She was just like, this boy doesn't love me. I honestly did. And that's why I kept on following her like a lost puppy dog. And she's like, sometimes she's like, this puppy dog is kind of sweet, but I really don't want it. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on, animal shelter. Take your lost puppy. Give it to some other person who can take really good care of it.
Yeah, because you never really clinched, like you clinched on and you always, we were friends and you always said that you wanted someone to love you and stuff. But with me, it's like, I felt like you clinched on longer to me than any other girl, and I don't know why that was. I literally did nothing special for him and for him to be clinching on like that. But then I'm like, maybe I'm like a really, I must be like a really appreciative person because we were always there for each other, do the good and the bad. And I think maybe that's why you kept trying. But what were like the reasons that you kept trying and you had faith that it could be something?
You're asking me this now.
Yeah, because now I'm realizing like no guy would do that for me, you know, and you did, and I was like, why? I love you
Honestly,
for my
I'm gonna pause the live stream and I'm gonna tell you. So,
okay.
where's the pause button? No, you can't pause the live stream. Oh yeah.
Just say or say one of the reasons and then tell
I'm
me.
gonna I have to unmute it.
It's so exciting. Did you unmute it?
Oh yeah, I unmuted it.
Okay. It just takes a lot of patience, being open-minded to learn about one another. Um,
So, I guess that's the end of the live stream, I guess.
oh yeah, one more thing. Finding a way or a formula to satisfy each other without neglecting each other. Which is
Yeah.
probably one of the hardest ones.
So,
Do you have advice on your side? Or?
I guess that's the end of the video. Hope you guys enjoyed this little live stream and hit it up with a like, and I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye. Say bye to the bit. Say bye, baby.
Say bye to what?
Say bye to the audience.